Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hingham Happenings. I'm your host, Christina Yellow. Let's take a look at what's coming up on this month's episode. A local puppeteer brings joy to many children. Some talented students show off their best work at the Advanced Student Art Show. A unique new business opens up on Derby Street. Antique sellers from around New England set up shop at the Hingham Middle School. The New England Electric Auto Association talks to Hingham residents about the benefits of going green on the road. And the town votes for its newly elected officials. All this and more coming up on Hingham Happenings. Lee Balzer is a local puppeteer who recently regained her love for puppeteering. She left the business for a few years, but recently came back and is now bringing joy to children around the South Shore.
I have been a puppeteer all my life. I started doing puppet shows as a little kid and putting them on for my family behind the couch. But I've been doing it in public professionally I started many years ago and then felt like I needed to get a real job. So I went off and got a degree and became a teacher for a couple of years and realized that just wasn't my calling. So in this last iteration of doing puppeteering work, I have been a puppeteer for about a year and a half in this last stint. I was here at the Hingham Library back 10 years ago when I first started doing it. I had a big stage and sets and music, and it was kind of too much. So I pared it down the second time around, and right now we're reading stories, or me and Newton, hi, I'm reading stories to the kids. And it's very simple and fun, and I can see their faces and see how they're reacting. And we started doing that, I would say, in probably March of 2014. So about a year. In April, we're at the Cohasset Library. Let's see, the 7th and 21st at 10:30. That's both on Tuesdays. And again, we'll be in Kingston on the 17th, Friday at 10:30 in April. If we have a full schedule at www.throughmetoyou.com/puppetry, and we're always updating the schedule, so feel free to check that out. So I have 3 main puppets. The first one is Newton. Hi, my name's Newton, as she just said. And as you can see, I'm not really sure what Newton is. Who are you, Newton? What are you?
I'm me. I'm me. I'm Newton. But I was once compared to a flower. I like that. I like that description.
And Newton is just fun and silly and loves to sing, and he's just full of life. I also have here the second one I have. Actually, this was sort of the first one. Phineas the dog. Hello, I'm Phineas the dog, and I like to read. I'm sometimes a bit shy, so some days I don't read, but I love to see the kids at the end of the story time and give them high fives and hugs. And I also have, let me put you down here, Finny. Oh, if you must. And Floyd. Hey man, I'm Floyd, and I'm Pink. I'm Pink Floyd, and sometimes I don't like to read, but I definitely like to say hi to the kids. I'm just starting to learn how to do this, actually. My friend Newton and Finn are real nice to let me, have a chance. Yeah, you're cool, Floyd. You're doing it. You're doing it, man. You're making it work. Thanks, yo. Peace. Oh, boy. What made me want to be a puppeteer? Like I say, I think I've been doing this my whole life. I can't not do it. I've always had voices for my stuffed animals as a kid, for my dog. It's just something that's part of me, and I can't turn it off. So I figured I might as well try to put it out there in the world and, make it my career. Why fight it? Go for my passion. I would love for the kids to take away from the shows a sense of that it's okay to be themselves, to have fun, it's okay to laugh out loud, to be a little bit loud in the world, to be silly, and to enjoy reading and and foster a love of books. But mostly it's just to have fun and really love themselves. Oh, I also perform in Cohasset pretty much every other Tuesday, Cohasset Libraries, Tuesdays at 10:30 with Sharon Moody. She's the librarian there. I'm in Kingston maybe once every 5 weeks on Fridays at 10:30. And I have kind of random shows in Holliston, Arlington, Norton, occasionally Duxbury, Norwell. So we're sort of all over. So I invite you to check out the website at www.throughmetouYou.com/puppetry, and you can see the full schedule there.
Drawing, painting, ceramics, and graphic design students from the Hingham Public Schools show off some of their best artwork from the past year for Hingham residents to enjoy.
Tonight we're having the Advanced Student Art Show. It's an art show that goes through three main programs: the drawing and painting program, the ceramics program, and the graphic design and photography program.
Well, we're pretty excited. This is the second year in a row that we decided to have just the AP and advanced students, which are almost all seniors, in room 103 at the high school. We used to have a show in the cafeteria, and it was too big and didn't highlight the advanced work, so this kind of solved our problem. We have it up for a week. High school students can wander in and out if they have a study hall or in between classes. We brought our classes down here to look at the work and critique it. It's really wonderful.
We have everything from, it's the top level of all three of those classes. So we have almost all seniors. I have one junior in my program, so I think it's probably just one junior, and then everybody else is a senior. It's graphic design work, photography work, some work that encompasses both of those things. We have hand-built ceramics work, as well as ceramics work that was thrown on the wheel, drawing and painting work with various media.
We decided last year that we would do a show that celebrated just the seniors, because with enough art to cover the entire cafeteria or the town hall, seniors didn't have enough of a showcase to show just their work. This was a special night just for them. The progress has been fantastic. Many students are in the process of creating portfolios or have completed their portfolios and applied to art schools, and this is the work that they use to make those portfolios. There is a show later, actually starts next Monday, and that is an all students showcase. It's the entire Hingham Public Schools from K through 12, encompassing the entire town's work from all the different schools.
The Hingham Public Schools Art Showcase, that we're calling it this year, is replacing what used to be called Fine Arts Night, that took place all in one day up and down in the cafeteria. So it's a little different in that we're not sure as much what to expect in terms of the space to be able to hang the work. I know that I'm going to bring with me just about everything that is here, and then make my decision when we start to hang the show. Also, the students that are represented here have a lot of other work that isn't being shown here, so I might trade out a lot of the work that is by the students that are here, so we can just show a different work in the show that's going to be at the town hall.
The town hall art show will display not all of this, but highlights from this. All of these students will have a couple pieces there, but it will also include, for my classes, the Ceramics 2 and the Advanced Wheel Throwers that are not seniors, and then of course K through 8th grade, all levels, all kids.
Turnout is fantastic. We have many of the artists here tonight. All three of the teachers are here, and it looks like several parents and other siblings are here also.
This has surpassed our expectations. I think the kids are really excited to bring people in and show off their work. I know that my students work tirelessly on these objects. They're throwing for days, they're constructing these. They could spend 2 weeks on a piece.
It's been pretty good. I mean, this is the second year we've done the advanced show, and it's usually a pretty high amount of traffic throughout the whole night.
Thank you, HCAM, for covering this event, and we look forward to seeing everyone in town at the next show.
For many people, staging is not a household term, but Setting the Space has been in business for over 9 years, selling goods to homeowners to make their residents look top-notch for potential buyers.
Hey, my name is Blair Hamady, and welcome to Setting the Space. For those of you who don't know about us, Setting the Space started 9 years ago. We are the largest home staging company in New England, but not only in New England, in most of the United States. And we call ourselves an everything store. What that means is you can come in here, you can buy furniture, or you can buy everything else. And one of our big claims to fame is that we offer a free interior design service. So 4 years ago, we opened our flagship store, which is located in downtown Plymouth. And then a year or two after that, we opened our second location at Colony Place, which is exit 7 off of Route 3. Then we ventured down the Cape and we opened up Mashpee Commons. And if that wasn't enough, I opened up a fourth store right before Thanksgiving in Pine Hills. And that one's really awesome. And then because I'm a glutton for punishment, I did one more thing and I opened up a fifth store. So here we are today in our Derby Street location, which really, really excites me because Setting the Space is now next to the Apple store. So it's really exciting. We had a soft opening 2 weeks ago, but today we have invited as many of our clients and obviously anybody walking by to come in. We're serving food, we're giving a little $10 off coupon so that if people want to grab something, we're offering our design services to everybody, and we're just introducing in the Hingham market who and what Setting the Space is all about. A lot of people know us, but in the Hingham market, because we are now going a little bit more north, people don't know about us, so we opened this store and today we're introducing ourselves here.
So Setting the Space is a really cool, innovative company. It's unlike any store or job I've ever had. When I first came here, I couldn't believe that we just do everything. We never say no. So we do interior design, we do home staging, we have a retail location with a ton of fun accessories and beautiful furniture.
We are one of the most successful home staging companies in both New England as well as the United States. And then what we did is we went into an interior design firm and we went into a retail environment as well. So we actually have 3 different parts of Setting the Space: home design, interior design, our stores, and of course our home staging part. One of the things that we want people to understand is come into our stores because it's a shopping experience. And what we mean by that is we play cool music. We offer real cool stuff. We're very, very fashion forward. So you're going to come into the stores and you're going to see furniture that you're not seeing out there. You're also going to see really cool accessories that are, I don't want to use the word trendy. I'd rather talk about it being fashion forward. So we're showing you stuff that could be made by local artists because that's one of our claims to fame, but it's also just stuff that's in the marketplace that you're not seeing anywhere else. First of all, for anybody putting a house on the market, please call us. Come into the store, meet with one of the designers, and start talking about our staging services. 92% of the population cannot visualize a house that's on the market, and that's where Setting the Space can change things for you. So you can come in, you can talk about our staging. I will come out for a free consultation and explain to you exactly what to do to put your house on the market. We have many different plans that we offer. We have a really cool service called One Day Redesign, and what that means is that we'll send one of the designers into your home and we will rearrange your existing furniture. And then what will happen is we'll kind of survey the house, and the next day or the next week we can bring our van and we'll fill it up with accessories and artwork and cool accessories and rearrange and spruce your house up. The next we do is full-blown interior design. So there's nothing we cannot do. One of the mottos here at Setting the Space is the only person in the company who can say no is me. And guess what? I never say no. Okay, we're here to solve your problems, and they're always good problems, okay, so they're not bad problems. What you're trying to do is to get your house ready and upcoming for the beautiful spring that's about to happen, believe it or not, or going into the summer. And then when we go into the fall, we offer all kinds of cool services such as holiday decorating. The sky is the limit. You come into our stores and you're just going to be blown away. Go to our website, which is settingthespace.com. Understand that it's under construction. I'm really, really busy, guys, okay? I've birthed 5 stores in 4 years. I've created a very successful staging company, and we're undergoing a great new website. But if you go to settingthespace.com, you're going to see it. The other thing is give us a phone call at 508-746-0600. Again, that's 508-746-0600. And guess what? You're going to get me. So the big thing we want everybody to understand is that we're really, really a cool company. We're doing something different that nobody else has done. We have the personality of a family-owned company. Will and I are very cool, and our staff is absolutely incredible. So come into any one of our 5 locations and start talking to people about what your needs are and give them challenges and let them find stuff. Our stores only have X amount of product, but when you come into the stores, the girls are going to work with you, and they're going to go through catalogs, they're going to go online, and they're going to show you stuff that you've never seen before. Will and I go throughout the United States, and we go into Europe as well to find really, really cool stuff. So please come into the stores, find our stuff, meet with me. I love it. I'm around the stores all the time. Come in and pick my brains. Let's talk about if you're going to put your house on the market, how we can make more money for you. And if you're staying or you just moved into a market, how we can make your house look absolutely beautiful. So come into any one of our locations.
Antique sellers from around New England were given a chance to sell to a large amount of antiquers at the recent Hingham Antique Show and Sale. The event was sponsored by the Hingham Class of 2017 and Goose Fair Antiques located in Wells, Maine.
This is the 28th annual Hingham Antique Show, and new school, so it's nice to be in a new building. There are a total of 43 exhibitors from about 6 or 7 different states, and every exhibitor has stuff to sell. And so people come, they either buy antiques, they buy things, decorative items for their home, and it's sponsored by the Hingham High School class of 2017, so it's a fundraiser for them as well.
The money that we raise today is for class expenses such as senior prom, graduation, and class gifts. And the way that we're fundraising is through ticket sales. Anybody bringing in the yellow ticket cards, ticket coupons, we get $3 for every ticket that comes in. We have a cafe and we're serving food and pizza. And then we have a bake sale, selling all kinds of baked goods, and a 50-50 raffle.
I think it's been really successful. I haven't been to any of the shows previously, so I'm not really sure what it's usually like, but it looks like there's a good amount of people here.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, especially because it's our first time doing it, and with all the work we put into it, it really seems to come together.
We're really excited that we're in the new Hingham Middle School. I know people are looking forward to coming here and to the antique show, and also seeing the new middle school. So it's exciting that we get to host it our first year at 2017 in the new middle school.
I've done this show for a few years now, and I like doing shows for the DeSimones. They run a great show, and it's nice to bring a bunch of stuff down from Vermont to put it in front of a new clientele. And I started collecting antique fishing tackle right out of college, and discovered as I was looking for that stuff that I could buy other things and sell them. And then the job I had got terminated. I was a bartender and never went back to work other than this.
There's quite a mixture. As I said, 43 dealers, a lot of furniture, paintings, prints. We have a lot of jewelry and silver. We have an Oriental rug dealer from New Jersey who brought a lot of Oriental rugs. There's some very fine glass and china, nice decorative items. And as you walk around, you'll see quite a mixture.
Well, we're always looking for new ways to kind of raise money to help fundraise for prom and other graduation and really any other expenses our class needs. And we get 33% of all ticket sales, and we get 50% when a special coupon is shown. So that'll all go directly to our class. We also get money from the bake sale and this cafe.
Yeah, and not only the money helps our class, but also we have to have meetings to organize volunteers and stuff, so everyone kind of came together to help out, so it's kind of a bonding thing too.
We've had in the past, different sponsors that are all associated with the schools. We used to have the special ed section come in and they would help out. And last year was a class of 2015, but those students are graduating, so the 2017, they wanted to take over and use it as a fundraiser.
That's been very good. They always get a good crowd here, and they like the stuff, so they buy it. It's been a good show so far.
Next year, when you see the yellow flyers around town, please come down and support the class of 2017 by bringing in your tickets, come to the bake sale, and come to our cafe and enjoy all the vintage and antiques.
It's always around the same time, the third weekend in March. So this is the 28th year, and we'd be happy to see people here next year as well.
Electric Auto Association is one of over 30 electric auto clubs throughout the U.S. and Canada. They've recently stopped at the Hingham Library to speak to residents about the benefits of going green for both the environment and their wallets.
Basically, our Jesse you have in the interview, he'll be coming up. He arranged one of our monthly meetings. We have every month, second Saturday of every month, usually from 2 to 5. They're open to the public. We try to have a lot of interaction and try to get dealers to come and bring their vehicles. So Jesse is very instrumental in getting a few of the local dealerships to bring these great automobiles together. It's a little bit of interaction just to get people accustomed to electric vehicles.
We're just displaying all the different hybrids and plug-in hybrids and pure electrics that are available to the general public to promote the technology, protect the environment, and save fuel. A lot of the dealerships are, oftentimes a little higher pressure. So this gives a lower pressure opportunity for people to test drive some of the cars and see the different options out there without going to one specific dealership and maybe be pushed into a specific model. Here we got the Prius, the e-Golf, the C-Max Energy, the Leaf. Got a Tesla behind you, the BMW i3, and some other hybrids. So it's definitely a wide range of vehicles that'll fit different people's needs.
Sometimes the dealership inventory might be a little slow. We find that as they come in, they're being sold. For instance, we had the Mercedes scheduled for today, and that's already sold. BMW's got a few sold. So here, the public, some people are still not aware that the electric car is out there and that they are becoming more and more available for anybody who wants one. They're all different, and we say based on lifestyle. So there's a lot of different lifstyles, and I know we have the BMW, the range extender here. So in that case, you put a little bit of gas in, you can go forever.
On the vehicle, the e-Golf is rated at 81 miles. The i3 is also rated around 81. The Leaf, most of the mainstream ones about 80 miles. The Tesla, on the other hand, is the exception. If you got at least $70,000 to shell out, you can go well over 200 miles on a charge. I believe that's the 85 kilowatt version, and that'll do about 250. Batteries are designed to last the life of the car. In most cases, they're warranted 10 years or 150,000 miles. And Massachusetts is a California emission state, so they have the longer warranty. In the regular state, it's usually 8 years or 100,000 miles.
Basically, we have a couple of all-electrics here, and I know Jesse's going to talk to you about his hybrid. I actually drove the Ford C-Max here. So the C-Max has two. One is a hybrid like the traditional Prius, where the engine can propel you as well as the battery. I have the plug-in version, so I could plug in and I can go a few more miles on plug-in alone before it goes to the hybrid. And then you have the BMW range extender. Again, that can go a certain amount of electricity. The Golf, when you're done, you're done. You go to another plug-in. But if you get 80, 90 miles to the Golf, most people only drive 40 miles a day. All depends on lifestyle and the way you're driving it.
Obviously, a pure electric vehicle gets all its power from the wall outlet. You know, whether it's a coal-fired power plant, which isn't as clean, but still cleaner than a straight internal combustion engine. Obviously, the best case would be solar power, wind power, hydroelectric. Plus, the grid always gets cleaner, whereas a gas engine just gets dirtier as time goes on. The plug-in hybrids essentially usually have a 20 or 30 mile range, and then once that's exhausted, the gas engine kicks in to give extended range up to 400 or 500 miles, depending on the vehicle. The Volt, for example, back here, I don't know if we can see it, that's rated at 38 miles on a charge before the gas engine kicks in, and then the car will run as a hybrid. You got a 9-gallon gas tank, so 9 times about 40 miles a gallon on the hybrid system, so altogether about 400 miles. And then obviously a straight hybrid ultimately gets all its power from the gas pump, but uses less of it. I believe in the technology. For me, they've been very reliable vehicles, and hopefully we got some people to come down to the local dealerships as well and test drive some of these great options.
I'd like to thank the wonderful town of Hingham to have us use their public library.
At the Hingham voting polls, spots for the Selectmen, Municipal Light Board, and School Committee were up for election. Hingham voters were out to show their allegiance for the candidates that they supported and to show how important it is to go out and vote.
We have an election going on today. It's a town election. We have three races that are contested and a few more that are not. It's been a pretty busy day today here, and it's pretty exciting. The voting turnout has been very good. We had several absentee ballots. We had 640 absentee ballots that are going through the machine now, and we've had a lot of people come in.
Today, the town of Hingham is voting for all local offices that are elected in the town of Hingham. It's an important day, and it goes back to the beginnings of Hingham as Bear Cove in 1635, that we need to protect our democratic process and elect officials. It's important for people to recognize and support the democratic process. This process was given to us in trust, and for every veteran that has ever worn the uniform, will wear the uniform, or is wearing it now, that fights for us so that we have this ability to vote.
Today, Hingham has the opportunity to elect part of its executive board, representatives for the Light Board and for the School Committee. These individuals will be making decisions that are going to affect our town for decades to come. Voting for candidates gives voters a chance to help set the direction for the town. It's really been an honor and a privilege to not only serve on the advisory committee, but to be a candidate for office. I've really enjoyed over the past 4 months that I've been campaigning, meeting people, listening to what's on people's minds, and everybody's been very gracious and very supportive, and myself and my family, we truly appreciate it.
It's important for people to vote because I think it is your one opportunity to have your voice heard. We live in a small community, and this is pretty much democracy at its finest, where you come and make your opinion heard. I hope everybody comes out to vote today because it's very important and it's a right that we have, and I think everybody should come and exercise that right.
The Selectmen's race was one-sided as Mary Power defeated Irma Lauder by over 2,000 votes. The race for Municipal Light Board came down to the wire as Roger Freeman beat David Ellison by a mere 39 votes. And in the race for the 2 vacant seats on the school committee, Cynthia Galco and Aileen Kalman came out on top. Okay. That's all for this month. Tune in next time for another exciting episode of Hingham Happenings. If you have any suggestions for a future episode, please email us at hinghamhappenings@hinghammedia.org. Thanks so much for watching.